So hello and welcome back my precious subscribers. We are back on Ark Survivor Ascended on the map Ragnarok, and this is episode 4. Let's eat some meat. We are hungry and also thirsty at the same time. But it's okay, I should have been better prepared before we start this episode, but on this channel we just wing it. We don't really have a plan. So let's just go ahead, do a little bit of dance for you guys. And we made a little bit of progress between episodes that I wanted to talk about and show you guys. But in case if you like these videos, please drop a like, put the subscribe button, and click on the follow and do all of that stuff. It just helps the channel out and motivates me to make more videos. So we crafted this repair anvil. It's basically from the mod Vanilla with Sprinkles by my good friend Syntac. You can just drop in anything that needs repair, pull the resources from your storage boxes to repair it, and it instantly repairs them. It unlocks at level 20, and a few basic materials required to craft it, so it's not that expensive, but it definitely is pretty handy. So apart from that, what other updates do I have to share? Oh yeah, we crafted a water jar. So we had some chitin lying around. We turned that into cementing paste, and we already had some crystals. So we have a water jar now. We have metal cooking up in both the forges. We did a metal run between the episodes, so we're all set on metal. We tamed both our PTs last episode, and we did breed them, and we got all the best stats combined together in one PT, which you can see right here, level 221. And if you see, it also has 100% imprint, so it has all the good stats. The 43 into weight and 37 into stamina are really good. So we have a decent flying mount. By the way, sorry about that, I forgot my cell phone was not on silent. uh, so it's a beautiful morning on day 3 of this series and the 4th episode. We did level up a little bit. We are now on level 40, and we need just a few more levels before we can unlock the cryopod, and with that we can then use the dino storage mod. I have been crafting a ton of narcotics and spark powder in the meantime, and we have a ton of charcoal here, which we will then be turning into gunpowder down the line. So before we begin, let's just craft as many trank arrows as we can. The goal for today's episode would be to tame at least a few of the utility dinos that we need, probably an Anki, followed by a Dodet, and maybe we might fly all the way down south to the desert area to find a thorny dragon, or maybe go to the snow area up there to find a mammoth. But before that, we need tons of trank arrows, so that's being crafted, and I'm gathering up just a little bit of flint so we can make a few more stone arrows. I should have already prepared all of this before the start of this episode, but that's how we roll on this channel. You know, we just wing it and see how things pan out. So let's just grab a little bit more of this flint, and let's see if we can craft maybe 50 more arrows. 50. There we go. Let's pull and craft. Perfect. So I have gotten comments where people said like I'm spawning in these resources that I don't have. This is actually a pull system from Vanilla with Sprinkles mod, where it pulls the resources from my storage boxes or from my smithy or from the forge. But those resources are in there. It just pulls them from the storage box inventory into my own. It just makes it a little bit easier, more like a quality of life mod. It's nothing too game breaking. So we have a few more pieces of flint and stone. Let's just turn all of that into spark powder, and let's stash away the little bit of hide that we have, and let's grab a few narco berries in case we knock out a dino. Narco berries are always good. Just feed them a stack each, and to top up that torpor. And let's carry half of the narcotics in case we need to craft more trank arrows on the go. So that should cover everything in terms of updates. Oh, I also made a full set of hide armor. So now we have a little bit extra armor against wild dinosaurs and also protect us from the cold. Sometimes at night this area gets a little bit cold, so the hide armor will definitely help out. So let's just head out, but before that, one last thing, let's drink some water, fill up our water jar. And so we have trank arrows, stone arrows, food, water, armor, so we should be good to go. So as you see here, we haven't explored a lot of the map, but I wanted to head to the northeast side because that's where I heard the new bisons spawn, and there's a little bit of a map expansion which was added on this map as compared to the Ark Survival Evolved. So that's pretty handy and interesting, and I definitely wanna check that out. I also wanted to craft a Carno saddle and probably tame one of them, but they are a higher level, 6 levels off. So let's see what else can we tame today. We have Stego, Megalosaurus, Mammoth. Mammoth could be a shout. But we also have the Dodec, Anki, and Sabertooth saddles. So that's definitely something that I wanted to tame, and if we have the saddles unlocked, then why not? I do remember from last episode that we had a ton of Ankies that spawned up here directly above our base, so let's just go and check it out if we have any high levels knocking around here. It was somewhere around here. Let's just fly around and see if we find something. Let's just go up. Let's not get stuck. So I think it was around this area where we spotted like 6 or 7 of the Yankees. We do. Oh, there we go. There's one of them. Let's just use our spyglass, see what level it is. Level 145. That's perfect. The first one that we see is close to a max level, so that's fantastic. We'll definitely have to tame that one, but let's first see if it has any mate boosted friends nearby. That might be an issue. So we have a level 25 there and a level 100. The colors on that are fantastic. The yellow and the black, they work really well with each other. So that's our 145. There is another level 55 right here. Probably let's just try to kill this level 55 just so our Ranky doesn't have the mate boost anymore. I do not mind damaging our Anki just a tiny bit if we have to. I'm pretty sure being a higher level it has a lot more health that the lower level would die before this guy takes damage. There we go. I'm gonna leave the baby alone and let's just fly over for a little bit to use the aggro. So the battle music has stopped, and let's put our PT on passive in case we get hit. I prefer to tame monkeys on Dodex while on foot. It's just a little bit easier to like run around. Huh, that's a new level 20. Where did the 145 go? It was up this way, right? Is this it? No. Oh, I think that's the one. It followed us all the way here. This is the level 20, but yeah, it followed all the way here just to attack my PT. That's crazy. So let's just start tranking this guy out. I'm trying to wait just a tiny bit between shots so that the torpor can build up. Not a lot, I don't think it's gonna matter as much, so we should be good. So guys, I'm pretty sure you would have tamed several Ankies yourself or have seen videos on how to do it, but it's as simple as this. You keep running around them and pepper them with the trank arrows until they go to sleep. So I'm gonna keep up with this and I'll bring you guys back if we have the Yankee down or if something terrible happens in the meantime. So guys, here we are after a few minutes and we have our Yankee down. It's tranked out. So let's just go and feed the Yankee a few berries. I do not have any crops that would give better taming efficiency or effectiveness. And we also don't have any algae here that spawns on this map as far as I'm aware. It's probably just an oversight by wildcard because I think the Ashelon, the little turtle that produces algae, they should be spawning on this map, but apparently they don't. So let's just pull these two away from our guy and just kill them. There goes our first one. There we killed the second one. So everything here should be good. Nothing aggressive here that would damage our Anki. So let's just put it on the taming tracker and right there let's track that so we can keep an eye out on this guy and yeah, I don't think there is anything aggressive around here which is gonna damage it, so we're just gonna leave it alone for a little bit. We might actually just fly off to our base and grab a stack of mejoberries that we farmed using Patel, our parasor. So it's pretty handy having this PT to fly around on. Last episode it took us a lot of time to get up there, but right now it takes less than a few seconds to make that trip. Let's just drop all the other berries that we don't need and oh, right there. I'm pretty sure I have a few berries lying around on this guy. Yeah, we do. So let's grab all of these major berries and oh, excuse me. And while we're at it, let's just craft a saddle as well. So pull for one of them and craft. So guys, I'm pretty sure most of the people who are watching these videos have played Ark or know Ark, but if anyone here is new to the game or doesn't know what an Anki does, it basically harvests metal nodes and gives a ton of metal. It's much better than the standard pickaxe, so it's one of the utility dinos that you definitely want to tame up, just so you can craft a crap ton of metal. We're not gonna feed our guy just yet. We're gonna let his food drain down a tiny bit more before we go ahead and try to harvest him. We do have this little pond here, and I'm not sure if beaver dams spawn here, but if they do, I would be interested in grabbing at least a couple of them, just so we have a stock of cementing paste, rare flowers, silica poles, rare mushrooms, and all the good stuff. Um, let's just fly in this direction and see if we can find a Dodic. That's next on our taming list. So Dodic, also known as the wrecking ball of Ark, that's simply because of the way it looks. It harvests stone. And here we have a fight going on between what looks like a Sabertooth level 140. That would be a good tame. Oh, we also have a male Anki 145 and a female 145. That's perfect. So let's just see what Anki we have, if it's a male or a female. So we are teaming up a male Anki. So let's keep an eye out if we can grab a female here. But the 140 is after us. I do not want to kill it. Let's just fly away for a second, see if it follows us. If possible, then I'd probably want to tame both of them, the Yankee and the Sabertooth. But yeah, I don't have high hopes for the Sabertooth to survive this. The Yankees are pretty formidable with their knockback. And if it's a 2-on-1 fight with mate boost and everything, then the chances of the Sabertooth winning this are kinda slim. And I'm okay with the Sabertooth dying. We can find more down the line. I'm more interested in taming the utility dinos today. So the Yankee we want is this grey colored one. So let's just keep an eye out for the orgy and let's start tracking this guy. Missed that shot. Oh, did you see that lightning in the background? Ark Survivor Ascended has done really well with the weather effects and the lighting. That's one thing that I like about this game as compared to Survival Evolved. It looks a lot better in terms of graphics. So yeah, let's just try and crank this goal out, and once we have it down, I'll bring you back, or if something else happens down the line, I'll bring you back as well. See you guys in a bit. So guys, we are back again. We're cranking the Yankee, and it should go down any second now. There we go. So this is pretty good. We have a male and a female knocked out. Let's just grab back a few of those arrows. And yep, so if we do not get a good weight start on either one of them, then we have a second one. We did end up killing the 145 male here because it was attacking us and it was aggroing the other creatures nearby. So we already have a male taming up, so I just decided to go ahead and kill the one that we found here. It's still a little bit stormy, it's raining and there's a tiny bit of fog rolling in, but nothing too extreme. Let's just put our second Anki on the taming tracker as well. So the first Anki that we tranked out has drained down a little bit with its food and the torpor, so let's just go and top him off, chuck in the berries, and let's see, it gives 1.2% per, so it's gonna take around 80 pieces. Let's just drop a stack of 100 and let's also feed him a stack of narco berries so its torpor doesn't drain down it too much. So yeah, this little guy is gonna take a little while to tame up. Uh, while both of these are teaming up, um, let's just head back home, grab a few more measure berries that we can feed to our second Anki, and probably grab another handful to feed a Dodic if and when we find one. So yeah, let's just head back home. So I'm gonna grab Patel and go out and grab these berries, and I'll bring you guys back in a little while when we have everything else set up. So guys, this is a little while later. We went around and grabbed a ton of narco berries, a ton of mejo berries. So let's just drop in all the narco berries in the mortar and pestle and craft a bunch of narcotics. We have split up some more meat, so we should have a bunch of spoiled meat again down the line in a few minutes. And let's drop off this extra hide. Is there anything else that we need to do? Probably just wait for a minute or so we have all the spoiled meat that we can drop off. What's this? Okay, it's for the gene storage thingy. Let's see what else have we unlocked. Parasaur saddle, some metal water structures. Nothing too interesting as of now. So this is a little while later again, where I did find something extremely interesting. So if you see down here, we have a dodo, right? And let's just see what level it is, and it is a level 150. It's a max level dodo that we just found chilling up here. It's in a nice safe place on top of that little cliff structure. So we'll come back to tame that, but as you can see, we do not have enough trank arrows and our crossbow needs repair as well. So let's just go and collect this purple drop with the ring. So these booster drops usually provide good loot, so let's just pick this up, head back home. We craft all the trank arrows, we repair our crossbow, and then we'll go ahead and also knock out the Dodic while we're at it. So let's see what do we have here. Open up. There we go. We have a few pieces of 4 armor, some narcotics, a few beers. We don't need the blueprint for the bullet or the ammo, basically. We also found a dire bear saddle, which is kind of decent. I do love dire bears as tames because you can grab honey with them without aggroing the bees. They are omnivores, so you can grab berries and kill dinos and harvest them on the dire bear. And they do pack a punch if you have a breeding pair with like an imprinted baby who's mate boosted. It is a very underrated thing if you ask me. So since we have a saddle blueprint, we might look into taming one of them, and it's not that difficult to find. All you need to do is head to the redwoods area and you should easily find one. And we have this little piece of shit trying to attack us. You do not wanna attack my tame, so you're gonna get killed. Yeah. There you go. And That's what you get. That's what you deserve for attacking my dinos and my base. The shitty part is, like, all my teams are out now. And these guys will probably not land down. Let's try to whistle them to follow us. Bring them down here. And chill. Now my question here is, will they land? Let's give them a minute to see if they land. In the other meantime, we'll just try and organize our dinos back where they were, right there. So I'm not sure if I should whistle them passive because I do not want them just flying and running around. Whistle stop, or oh yeah, whistle land flyer. So yeah, I probably don't want everything on attack my target because they'll keep running around if like a Dilophosaurus or something attacks us, but probably we'll keep a couple of them on attack my target and the rest passive. Why are you following me? Unfollow and land. There we go. So let's just grab all these little bits and pieces, all the goodies. And this guy decides to land right in a corner. Fantastic. Let's just park them closer to our base. I cannot wait till we have the Dino storage mod to avoid all this kind of confusion and chaos. But it is what it is. We're just gonna need a few more levels before we can unlock that. I think it unlocks at level 50. Technically it is unlocked, but I don't want to use it until we unlock the tripod mod, just to keep it a little bit, you know, more fair and vanilla. But yep, let's just dump all the loot in there. We've got a spyglass. But the 4 pieces are pretty handy. They're gonna help out when we go to the snowy area, just to get a little bit more pelt. So a couple pieces of that might help with the cold. So let's see if we can craft a bunch more trunk arrows. Repair a crossbow. There we go. How much more narcotics do we have in here? Let's split this meat, split this as well. So we'll have a bunch more spoiled meat ready to go in a couple minutes. So guys, this is again a little while later. We crafted 157 trank arrows, which should be more than good for now. We have a fully repaired crossbow. We are good with water and food, so let's just go ahead and tame this little dude. I just hope that, you know, nothing attacked it, but I don't think any aggressive creatures spawn up there. Before that, let's just go and try grab this yellow rope. There could be something nice in there. It's in the middle of this little lake. Are there any piranhas? Because I do not want to die. Again guys, if this is the first episode that you're watching for this series and you haven't followed the previous episodes, this series is on hardcore mode, so we do not have an option to die and respawn. Once we die, the series ends, so I'm trying to play it extremely safe for now, before, you know, we go out and do something completely ridiculous. Let me know if you guys do not prefer a hard mode. I just find it a little bit more realistic and interesting, because let's say you were in this dinosaur dystopian future, then you obviously wouldn't have, you know, respawns. So It just adds a little bit of an extra spice and thrill in the series. But it's also risky because the series could end any episode. So the drop is not down yet. Let's just go and try knocking out this Dodek and we can grab the drop after that. So it was right about here last time we saw it. Just wondering if it's still around here or if it jumped off the cliff. It doesn't look like it's anywhere here. Let's just check down here if we can see anything. Doesn't look like there's anything on this side. Let's go to the other side of this little cliff. We have an Anki, a couple Ankis actually, but no Dodek. Huh. I just hope it doesn't despawn. I mean, I don't think it would, but with this game, man, you never know. A lot of weird things have happened, so... This Anki is a beautiful color. It's just a shame that it's level 20, because that looks fantastic. I hope I didn't miss it on, the screen, but in case you guys spot it, just, put down the timestamp and let me know in case I missed it. I know, a few of you guys like proving me wrong. Oh, there it is. Interesting. So it fell down. Up. Where did it go again? Oh, right there. I probably wanna bring it down here near the beach area. It'll be easier to run around and crank it out. And it wouldn't follow me. I think it's probably because I was flying. So let's just put in one more time. It's okay if I take a couple hits. I don't think it matters as much. Let's see if we land here. Yep, it's following us now. That's good. Down another one. Probably land here. There we go. Is it down yet? It's floating in the air. Perfect. Because why not, right? It's Ark. Flying Dodeks should not surprise us. So let's just try cranking this guy out. It's very similar to the Yankee. You run around on foot and pepper it with a few crank arrows until it goes to sleep. I'm gonna keep doing this. It's gonna take a fair few crank arrows, and if something happens in the meantime, I'll bring you guys back, or I'll bring you back once I have this little guy knocked out. So welcome back, guys. This is a little while later. We started with I think 160-ish arrows. We have put in like 40 crank arrows in this guy right now, and it should be close to going down. But what? Why would you go in the water? I can guarantee it's gonna go down while underwater. This is Ark, and this shit always happens to me. Great. After all that time, this little guy decides to go to sleep underwater and decides to drown himself instead of being our friend. Its oxygen is draining down, so we definitely would not be able to tame him. Well, in all fairness, the health and the weight stats are pretty abysmal, so yeah, I didn't want to tame you anyways. Crap. Man, why does Ark do this? It's so annoying. I'm just gonna kill him. because it's not worth it. If you don't want to be my friend, you become meat. Let's just come up for some air, refill our oxygen bar, and keep at it. There we go. Oh, I just wished that did not happen, but I mean, it is what it is. It's part of the game, but that's annoying. Where did we leave our PT? It's right there. So guys, I'll probably fly around a little bit more until we find something interesting, something that we can tame, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. So this is a little while later, and we found this little blue drop. Let's see if it has anything good. Uh, it's not the worst, but it's also not the best. We do not need 6 intakes. Let's just drop 5 of them and keep one. Sorry about that. And yeah, let's keep our eyes out for another donut. By the way, the water here looks so beautiful. It's blue. And yeah, flying around, I found this little cove. A bunch of dodos here, a few entrances that leads out to the sea. It's kind of sheltered from the wyverns in case we have some flying around. It looks like a decent base spot, but it's way up in the north side of the map, and I would probably prefer to build my final base something that's a little bit more central, uh, near the green obelisk maybe, or probably in one of the new islands that they added to this particular map as compared to the Ark Survival Evolved. So let's just land and grab some stamina, feed this guy some meat. Let's put 3 points into its weight and the rest in stamina. We do not need a lot of melee damage or health because this PT is not meant to. We are stuck. Okay, we're good. So yeah, this PT is not meant to fight creatures or anything. It's just meant to take me around the map and scout basically. I think that's what PTs are for generally. And once you go up the tier list and you tame an Argentavis or a Wyvern, then the PTs become kind of redundant. So, yeah, this little guy has been doing his job pretty well and doing what it's meant to do. So, let's just go back home, drop off this little loot, and we will be back again scouting for another donut. So guys, here we are after a lot of time. We found another bunch of Ankies, so these seem to be pretty common in this part of the map. They're all kind of like poopy levels, not great or not great colors either. Also, it's kind of rainy and foggy, so it's not the best time to scout. Oh wait, we found a Dodic right here. It's pretty colors, so level 135. It's not the best, but not the worst. We'll probably go ahead and tame this guy. I like the colors. It kind of follows, the colors on our channel, so should be a decent tame. So it's the same process again. We run around in circles, pumping a bunch of crank arrows in this guy, and I'll bring it back when it's done. So guys, this is a little while later. We have pumped in around 40, oops. So yeah, we have pumped in around 45 or 50 crank arrows in this guy, and it should go down in a minute. I like the little purple colors it has as well. There we go. So it's down. Let's try and grab a few of our arrows back. And let's just drop in a bunch of metal berries. And now we wait for both the Rankies and our Dodek to tame up. It's not the fastest trying to tame them with berries, but I mean, it is what it is. We do not have any crops yet, but that could be a plan for our next episode where we head to the northeast part of the map. I've heard that wild crops grow there, especially carrots and potatoes. So we might grab a few of that and probably tame a horse while we're at it, and try to mess around with the new creature, the bison, and see what that's all about. And yeah, once we have set up all our utility dinos this episode, then that's what our next episode will be about. So since we have a data down, let's just be a little bit optimistic that it's not gonna die, and craft a saddle for this guy. There we go. So while these two Wankies and the Dodek is taming up, I'll probably go around, do maybe another small metal run, or kill a few creatures, or since we have a lot of narco berries, we might just kill a few creatures, get a ton of spoiled meat, and craft more narcotics. I'm planning to get to level 50 by the end of this episode, so we have our dino storage mod that we'd unlock to use. That's going to be pretty handy when we travel far from base. We found some obsidian. Let's just grab a little bit. We can make a magnifying glass with this. So this is a good find. Let's drop the stone and get some more wood. And see if we have any more obsidian nodes around here. Doesn't look like it, but you never know. I think we grabbed everything that was around here. So yeah, our Dodeks are tuning up. I mean the Dodek. We have just one, but yeah. I'll chill for a little bit, farm out a few resources in the meantime so don't get bored. And I'll bring you guys back when everything is tamed up. So guys, we're just going around, grabbing a few things, and we found something interesting. As you see here, it's a level 150 moss drops, and we did our first feed where it needed a rare flower. We did a second feed right here, which was again a rare flower. So we got a max level moss drops just walking into our base. And Aranki did take some damage, it seems like. It's down to 31% taming effectiveness, whereas the other two seem to be doing okay. So I guess it's good that, we knocked two of them out. I'm not planning to wait for it to wake back up and do the whole taming process again. It's just a little bit too tedious. And I'm pretty sure our second Anki might have some decent stats that we can pull off of, so I'm not too bothered about the taming effectiveness of this particular one. Let's check on our moisture. It's not this one. I see the symbol. Is it inside my house? Oh, excuse me, coming through. Let's just close this door. And this guy just made himself at home, chilling on my bed. Excuse me, sir. This is my house and you can live here, but only after, you succumb to my will and get tamed. Let's just wait and see what it needs for its last feed. And let's just close the doors so it stays in here, doesn't run away. It has the athletic trait. I haven't played around with traits a lot, but it says athletic level 2. It could be interesting, and I have been contemplating if I should get the Bob's Tall Tales, but it's not even about money, it's about, wildcard, putting these things behind a paywall that I'm not a big fan of. So, I might still go ahead and buy it, but let me know if you guys want me to do that. And there we go. Oops. We have a max level mosh-ups teamed up. Let's put our torch back in its slot and see what stats it has. It has really low melee damage, but the rest looks pretty balanced. It's an okay mosh-ups, nothing too fantastic and nothing too bad. But it's definitely better than Chops and Chomp here. So that's a plus. Stop following me, please. Stop. And let's put everything on passive. There we go. Where is the sun coming from? Who's walking around? Isn't this... I'm making a lot of noise, so you probably have to die. It's your fault for getting stuck between my lines, There we go. Let's just harvest this guy. And yeah, we did a metal run. In the meantime, one of our Ankies have tamed up. We also crafted a bunch of narcotics, so we are level 50. We finally made it, so we can now use our Dino Depot mod and craft up a few Pokeballs and grab these guys. So let's check out this guy's stats. It has low weight and lowish health. Not the best Anki, but it took a ton of damage and lost a bunch of taming effectiveness, so it's not like I had high hopes from this one. Or probably our second Anki will have better stats. While we are here, let's just feed this guy a stack of narco berries to make sure that he stays down. So we have like vanilla taming raids on this server, just so you know, to keep it again more fair and vanilla. I will have like boosted up breeding rates down the line when we are looking to get mutations and everything. But the only reason for that is so you know I can make these videos faster and you know give you guys more content on a daily basis. Uh, but that's pretty much it. So since we can now use our Dino Depot mode, let's just go look around for maybe a few pieces of crystal so we can craft our Pokeballs. There usually used to be some on that little broken bridge back in the day, but I did not see any there. Maybe there's some up here. Yeah, there we go. There's no creatures around here, so let's just grab all of this crystal. And we have a decent amount of weight on this PT, so hopefully we can grab all of this crystal before we have to head out. A couple pieces of rare mushroom might not be a bad idea while we're at it, in case if we find another mush shops or maybe something else that we can feed rare mushrooms to. This dimorph looks fire flame. Uh, it would be a nice, name for the dimorph. It's red, fire flame, get it? It's a low level though, and I'm not really looking to tame one right now, but that definitely would be a nice looking dimorph. So I guess, I think we collected all the crystal that spawned on this little hill right here. Let's just go and check once again if there's any crystal that spawns here. It doesn't look like it. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go back home, craft these dino storage Pokeballs, and I'll bring you guys back when we have our Duodec and Anki tamed up. Actually, before that, I just wanna check this second Anki and see what type of stats it got. Hopefully, decent stats. I'm just looking for good weight and decent health. The rest of the stats on the Yankee doesn't matter as much. So 35 points and 43 into oxygen. Of course it has high oxygen. Why wouldn't it have high oxygen? That's a little bit annoying. Well, it is what it is, and we'll probably find another Yankee down the line and team it up for better stats, but I guess it's good for now. Let's just craft these dino balls right now, and yeah, let's just grab this Anki. Boom, there we go. Oops. Hey guy, come to me. And jump and mount. Perfect. Sometimes I feel like I'm a god, you know. We have another white drop spawning here. It's a booster drop, but I mean, I don't think I'm that interested in a white drop anymore. We're probably looking out for like blue and yellow drops before we can, get to a higher level and we can open up red drops. That's when I'm planning to head back to the desert area. Well, not head back, but head to the desert area and see if we can open a few desert drops. I'm not sure if the spawn locations are the same for these desert drops as they used to be in ASE, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. So both our Ankies are teamed up, and it's just the Dodec that we need to wait out for. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll bring you guys back if again something interesting happens, or if the Dodec teams up. So guys, this is just a tiny while later. I did decide to go and grab this wide drop anyways because, well, you know, why not? It's here, we are here, so we might as well grab it. And it's not the best. I mean, we don't use primitive stone tools anymore. We are onto the metal tier. But a few pieces of cooked meat, cooked fish meat is not so bad. We'll probably just chuck the fish meat into the preserving bin in case if, you know, we find something like a moss shots and it needs cooked fish meat, then we can just use that to tame it up. But that's pretty much it. So we are back at our base and we are just getting both our Ankies to breed. The breeding rates as of now are pretty standard, nothing, you know, extreme. And yeah, let's just wait for them to breed. And again, we have a ton of meat which is being spread up. We also cryopoded or like basically all of our creatures that were on the outside and chucked them into one of our storage boxes. So let's just go ahead and craft. Yeah, let's grab spoiled meat and make some more narcotics. There we go. Grab all these narco berries. Perfect. So we have a bunch of narcotics cooking up. We have some spark powder and yeah. As I've mentioned before, guys, I'm planning to tame every single creature that this map has to offer within a span of 100 in-game days. That's why it's just day 3, but we have made progression, an Anki, a Dodec and all of that, and we are therefore crafting a ton of narcotics because I want to tame every single creature that the map has to offer. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, and towards the end we'll probably concise all of these daily videos into one supercut with like conquering Ragnarok in 100 days on hardcore mode. And when we fight the boss, it has a new boss, the Ice Woven boss, I think, instead of the standard Ragnarok bosses, which was the Dragon and the Manticore in ASE. It's a nice change. I like it. There's something new. This map has its own dedicated boss, which is pretty good. I haven't checked it out yet, so I'm not really sure. But the egg is too hot right now. Interesting. So let's just pick it back up and we will hatch it in the evening when it gets a little bit cooler. And yeah, I'll bring you guys back in a little while again. So guys, here we are back again for the final time today. We will hatch this Anki egg and we also went and grabbed our Dodec. Let's just check it here. And that's what I call a dedicated worker. Went straight to work without even being asked. Let's equip the saddle on this guy and pump a few points into weight. It doesn't have the best of the weight stats and it got really high stamina, as you can see, 47 points. Uh, but yeah, I don't think getting stone is gonna be a big issue from now on because of this. And if the dude stays on his Pokeball for like a day or so, it's gonna get a ton of levels and we can boost up the weight stat of that. So let's just chuck the stone in here. That probably should do it. And there's maybe a few more seconds before that incubates, but let's grab our data and wait for the Sankey to tame up, or I mean hatch. There we go, let's imprint on him. So we have a baby Yankee and it basically has all the good stats from both its parents. Not that they were good, but pretty average, I would say. So the Yankee is imprinting while he's in the Pokeball, so that's decent. We'll have an imprinted Yankee and a Doduck. It will make farming for resources a lot faster and simpler from now on. By the way, guys, if you're not aware, the Yankee does pretty well at gathering flint as well if you just hit the normal standard rocks. So flint, stone and metal will not be an issue. Uh, so next episode, I'll definitely want to travel and have a look at the bison and explore the new additions to the map. But this is it for this episode of Ragnarok, and if you guys had fun, please drop the like, follow, subscribe, all of the good stuff, and thank you for watching this episode. I will see you next time.